The quest for speed and thrill has resulted in several speedboats that can literally set the waterbed scorching with their speeds. Cigarette AMG electric drive concept. Just days after revealing a G63-inspired powerboat, Mercedes-Benz AMG and Cigarette Racing are at it again. This time, creating a speedboat that shares more than just a customer demographic. Officially named the Cigarette AMG electric drive concept, the vessel is not only inspired by the SLS AMG electric drive, but shares a fair bit of hardware with the car as well. Pop the engine cover on the boat, and buried within are 12 liquid-cooled permanent magnet synchronous electric motors, very similar to those found under the hood of the electrified SLS. The electric motors are arranged with 2 banks of 6, and the power is channeled through a pair of transmissions and outdrives. While all performance data is regarded as preliminary, AMG and Cigarette are quoting figures of 2,220 horsepower and 2,212 pound-feet of torque, with a top speed of more than 100 miles an hour. The horsepower and torque figures check out, considering the boat features 3 times as many motors as the car, and the SLS electric drive produces 740 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque, roughly a third of the boat's output. AMG and Cigarette are claiming their creation to be the world's fastest electrically driven motorboat, a claim we'll buy on the basis that the number of attempts to build a 2,200 plus horsepower electric-powered offshore race boat surely is minuscule. Vestus Sail Rocket 2. Paul Larson's Sail Rocket is one of the most extraordinary and fascinating pieces of yacht design work I have ever come across. It is also one of the trickiest to understand, particularly as its asymmetry presents just about every component bar the foil at a weird angle. Yet the concept not only works and has a new world record, but has, as Larson says, smashed the glass ceiling and provided a genuine breakthrough in high-performance sailing. Chris Hornsey Jones, who was responsible for the design of the wing and foils of the Sail Rocket 2. On November 16th, the Vestus Sail 2 team reached a speed of 59.23 knots, around 70 miles per hour, over the 500-meter course at Walvis Bay in Namibia. Sail Rocket's peak speed during the record-breaking run was 62.53 knots, in winds of just 25 knots. The previous record stood at 55.65 knots, around 65 miles per hour, and was set by a kite surfer. Spirit of Australia 2. The Spirit of Australia 2 is the new second generation, outright unlimited world water speed record challenger by Warby Motorsports. The boat has taken 5 years to complete. Designed by Ken Warby, Spirit of Australia 2 is a new and improved version of Ken's world record-holding boat, the original Spirit of Australia. Ken and Dave analyzed the information collected from Ken's 2 world records in the Spirit of Australia and set about making small improvements to the hull design to ensure the new Spirit of Australia 2 would be a record breaker. The improvements made include the boat being slightly longer, sponsons altered, balance COG power plant change, rudder modifications, and safety. Spirit of Australia 2 has close to 50% more power than the original boat. Powered by a Rolls-Royce Orpheus 803 ex-Italian Air Force jet engine, removed from a Fiat Gina G91 jet fighter. Construction of Spirit of Australia 2 was led by Dave Warby, an experienced boat builder and UIM and APBA accredited reinforced cockpit builder, along with the Warby Motorsports team. Safety has come a long way since Ken drove the Spirit of Australia in 1977 and 1978 to a world record. In fact, Ken didn't have seatbelts. Warby Motorsports believed the safest thing you can have is the right boat design. knowing what works and what doesn't on water. Plus experience. You must understand what you're driving, as there are no second chances here. Despite this, the Spirit of Australia 2 does feature the latest in safety equipment, featuring a reinforced cockpit, 6-point harness, Hans device, the latest Lifeline onboard air system, GPS tracking system, two-way radio system, 3-stage onboard fire extinguisher system. Spirit of Australia 2 also has an onboard flotation system. On the 20th of November 1977, Ken Warby set the world water speed record, piloting his wooden jet-powered boat, Spirit of Australia, into the history books. Warby's homemade wooden hydroplane reached speeds of 464.44 kilometers per hour, breaking the previous 10-year world record of 458.98 kilometers per hour, held by American Lee Taylor. The current record of 511.11 kilometers per hour, 317.68 miles per hour, was recorded by Warby on the 8th of October, 1978. But Warby first claimed the water speed record 40 years ago today. But where Lee Taylor's record attempt had cost close to $1 million in 1967, Warby had built his hydroplane in a suburban backyard with a military surplus engine that cost $65. South Bay 925CR tuned in. Brad Rowland's pontoon is the fastest pontoon boat in the world, with a speed of 114 miles per hour. It won first place at the Lake of Ozarks shootout in August 2013 and 14. Every year thereafter, Rowland has run the fastest pontoon in the Lake of the Ozarks, LOTO. In 2015 and 2016, Rowland remained undefeated in his Tuned In 2, an updated version of Tuned In. Maintained his position number 1. In 2018, Rowland again won the Top Tune Award for his Tuned In 2 pontoon boat. The boat hit 106 miles per hour, cleanly beating its competitor that gained only 98 miles per hour. Rowland has been inducted into the Lake of the Ozarks LOTO Hall of Fame for his amazing performance as a pontoon boat racer. He set his aim for another new world record in the shootout in 2019. He got a newly built pontoon boat from Rose Bay and was able to hit 109 miles per hour during the competition. He won the race in his category. When he previously ran the boat to test it, his speed was 117 miles per hour. Rowland stated that he loved going back every year as he could spend time with his family and friends. He also has a goal to hit the target speed of 120 miles per hour. Bluebird K7. The Bluebird, the hydroplane that reached record-breaking speeds, has returned to the water for the first time for more than 50 years after crashing and killing its pilot, Donald Campbell. The jet-powered boat successfully floated in a lock on the Isle of Bute in Scotland on Saturday, in an operation watched by his daughter, Gina. Campbell died age 45 on Coniston Water in January of 1967, when the boat, traveling more than 300 miles per hour, flipped into the air and disintegrated as he attempted to beat his own world record. Having broken 8 world speed records on water and land in the 1950s and 60s, Campbell was attempting to break his own water speed record of 276 miles per hour when he was killed. Campbell, the son of world speed record breaker Sir Malcolm Campbell, was posthumously awarded with the Queen's Commendation for brave conduct. Bluebird K7 was raised from the bed of Coniston Water on March of 2001, where she had lain, effectively undisturbed since the fatal crash that killed Donald Campbell, CBE, on 4th of January 1967. Mr. Smith relocated the boat and then recovered her. Mr. Smith also located and recovered the body of Donald Campbell, CBE, in May of 2001. Currently, the boat is being worked on at Mr. Smith's North Shields workshop, when she should be on public display in the purpose-built Bluebird wing in Coniston. We hope you liked the video, and we want to know which was your favorite. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and bell down below if you want to make sure you never miss out on important new information like this.